Oh well, here we go!
Yep, this is the Sheik Meta Knight.
The fabled Sheik Meta Knight that we were told about. Yeah. Starting on Yoshi's. I so badly want to make like an ironically funny comment here, but...
It's
Down tilt, fair, nair, and that's gonna be the first stock. Within 20 seconds, that's... You know I had to say it, the J Classic. The J Classic. He just takes the stock really quickly, and that starts his whole snowball of death into winning the set, basically.
Yeah, and I would say
Yeah.
Sheik being on the taller end of the spectrum really does help out Jmac here.
True. The thing is also, I don't know how much practice HiDa has had versus Meta Knights, considering this character's not super common. Maybe he played against Zaire, but I don't think Zaire is even really playing Meta Knight that much. Jmac's really the only guy you can go to for, you know, Meta Knight practice, especially for the kind of Meta Knight
Oh
that
no!
Also, HiDa's holding in, like, a lot. And that's why these fair trains seem to be working.
I mean, they're not
Yeah.
that easy, surely.
Well, I mean, when you hold in, it's pretty easy to just kind of guess that your opponent's just going to keep holding in. And because if they don't, then usually they go far enough into the blast zone that they're like dead, or you have like more opportunities to cover the recovery and stuff. Nice up air into down B conversion there from Jmac. And I was getting at earlier, Jmac probably has way more Sheik practice than HiDa has Meta Knight practice, as that was a nice down throw. Into
I would imagine so. I've seen more Sheiks.
Yeah. And it's definitely a lot easier to try and combo a character like Sheik, who's a bit more, you know, normal on the spectrum of like weight and hitboxes and hurtboxes and so on, and I think HiDa's just dead. Oh no, never mind.
Nope.
This could be it, though. If Jmac... Okay, he didn't get a correct read, but here's a second chance. And...
Oh yeah, there's
back
very
there.
little recourse
that's it.
coming out of HiDa from here.
Yeah, just Jmac dissecting HiDa like a frog. You know, you ever dissect frogs in biology or whatever the hell? I feel like that's I feel like that's like a stereotypical like biology class thing to do, is just like dissect frogs, but I can't remember doing that in high school.
I got to do it twice, so I made up for you.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah.
really did it. Was that before? It would have been before you knew me, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not dissecting frogs in my free time at home. That'd be
I
serial
think you
killer
should.
behavior.
I think you should. It's a fun activity. I'd imagine if I did dissect frogs, I would probably guess it would be a fun activity.
I mean, a formaldehyde preserved frog is probably really expensive.
What's
I would assume.
formaldehyde?
A preservative for dead bodies.
I see. Oh, cool. You know, that's what Jmac's gonna have HiDa's...
HiDa really needs to preserve these socks here.
He really does, you know. Down throw, back air. That's not going to get him back into even stocks. It does have Jmac in the 90 to 100%
HiDa is
range.
doing better by virtue of not being down 3 stocks.
Yeah. At this point in the game, last time he was down at least 2. Might have been 3 because Jmac just takes him that quickly. But yeah. You know, Jmac been doing a lot for the community lately. Flash forward, Jmac Summer Series, you know, kind of the big guy behind all that. HiDa just kind of been doing his thing in AFM, as far as I'm aware. Hasn't really played that much, but classic veteran of the game. You know, really good in 2021. I think it might have been like top 5, top 6 at a point. Jmac, though, has just kept going, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he has been extremely active in, like, just keeping the scene going, hosting tournaments, playing and stuff. Very active guy. And wow, that's a
No recovery there, huh?
Yeah, he took HiDa's jump. Alright. HiDa looking for the double fairs. Like, regardless of what you want to say about, like, tiers and stuff, Jmac's just, like, one of the best players of this patch, and that's uncontested.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And Sheik is usually a very mobile character with a lot of options, but Jmac...
boxed out.
Yeah, Jmac is scouting ahead, just hitting HiDa in advance.
Shouts to Eagle Scouts. My dorm mate was in that.
I've always wanted to be a Boy Scout. I think I've missed the train on that one.
Yeah. Well, Jmac with the 2-0. He's the conductor right now. He's got this train full steam ahead.
And unless HiDa diverts the tracks drastically, it just hits the brakes.
Yeah.
Right now.
This isn't like a trolley problem where, you know, you flip the switch and then you just lose slower. You know, you could choose to flip the switch, play slower, kind of like, you know, not rush up all in his face, but that's kind of what it looks like right now. I feel like I just say this all the time nowadays whenever I'm on commentary, but I feel like people just play super aggressive.
Yes, meta. I mean, one missed move out of HiDa, and then Jmac is suddenly putting him to the blast zone.
Exactly.
Actually, I mean, over there,
good stock there from HiDa.
Working out.
I will say, I think Rainbow Route is a really good stage. Triplights in general are really good for Sheik, as far as my knowledge goes. Never take Sheik to Battlefield, as Lunchman Jeff and Crimson Tanuki will test. You know I had to make a reference to that. Shoutouts Lunchman Jeff. That's my guy. That's my Sheik goat. He made it to Summit the same time I did. Was low-key better than me in 2022. Back when we played.
There we go, there's that punish game. Oh, couldn't quite connect the backer there.
Yeah, good DI on Jmac's part. He's not going to get hit by that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yo. Okay, I definitely thought Jmac was going to ledge hog HiDa there, but I guess not. Can we talk about how Jmac's in losers, you know, before top 8?
Yeah. That's...
You know, losing to Dewdrop, who has kind of been, like, his bracket demon out of, like, any player that's not really, like, extra. Like, I believe he's down, like, 3-1 or so versus Dewdrop, as far as I'm aware. He has at least 3 set losses to him, counting this and Sunshine Smashdown. So, like, you know, props to Dewdrop. Like, bro showed up and cooked.
Do you say it's a matchup thing, or is it just a better player?
I'm pretty sure it went to Game 5 all 3 times they played. I think Dewdrop just, like, kinda... I think it could low-key be a bit of both, because, like, Dewdrop is really the only, like, prevalent Sonic playing right now. Which is also kind of a thing where, like, you know, he's the only, like, player that plays Sonic, but he's also the only player that plays, like, him with Sonic, you know?
Yeah. I would assume, like, Dewdrop knows the playstyle of Jmac very well in order to pull that off.
It's like a thing where, like,
at this point.
With some players and, like, characters, like, the character base is, like, so small that at that point, you really are just playing versus the player and not the character. This is something that I've seen a bunch of people talk about. I think Solus talked about it about last week in FFC, where it's, like, you know, characters with, like, such small player bases, like Meta Knight, like Sonic, that will only really have, like, one top representative at the high level that you're gonna fight. And at that point, it's just you fighting that person more so than fighting the character. I would go more into depth about it, but I low-key forgot what my point was gonna be. So we're just gonna move on.
And it makes sense, if there's only that one representative, then that character is that player, pretty much.
Yeah, true. Anyways, Jmac up 3-2, but he's on high percentage, and HiDa's just taking that stock, so now it's 2-2. Can I get a shout out for baseball statistics? Anyways. Oh, he whiffed that grab. And HiDa, I think, did like 3 dash attacks all away from Jmac. Okay, up air, down B finisher again. I've seen that a lot from Jmac. That's kind of something that he worked on a lot in like 2022, 2023, and has now really been coming to fruition as like a good finisher for him to rely on. He knows when to, when he's tracking your DI with like the up airs, how he should finish, depending on the DI. Also, that tornado did 17%. Which is kind of crazy for a move that is like basically like one of 4 recovery moves, and also like basically unpunishable. Like he can travel basically the full screen as of like the full stage, like you saw there, and he's unpunishable.
Yeah, I've seen Jmac get a lot of mileage out of that tornado move.
He really knows how to use this character's strengths for sure. Oh, back throw? Oh, this could be it.
Oh
no, he whiffs the. Still though, no punish really. And he does have an extra stock to spare here.
Oh, yeah, the recovery on stage could mean the end of it.
Okay. Went for the Jmac attack. Down throw, up air. That's going to do it. Last stock. HiDa here needs something to try and get back into this game, or else he's out at 9th.
I've not seen HiDa do anything explosive.
I think that's it. I think that's low-key it.
Yep, that's it. Wait,
oh, he's still alive?
Hold on, okay.
Okay, that's it. Jmac gonna take it. Last stock, great showing from HiDa. Making a Game 3 comeback almost happen, but Jmac just steamrolls on ahead.